Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today we have a first on the channel. First of all, welcome to Watch Addiction Watch Reviews. Here we review a lot of different brands of watches, going from luxury watches, micro brand watches, and smaller brands. I wouldn't exactly call Vincero a smaller brand. They do have a pretty big reach, and they do sell a lot of watches. Now, most of you are pretty familiar with this watch from a lot of the fashion channels, but they actually did release a very decent quality watch right here called the Icon, which I'm quite impressed with, and I wanted to get one in to review. Anyway, let's take a look at the box. This retails at $295 US. There's probably always a discount code on their website. I will drop a link to their website down in the description below so you can check them out after this video. There's a whole range of watches from more affordable quartz watches to automatic watches like this at about $295. But I didn't honestly know what to expect before receiving this watch in terms of quality, the overall bracelet feel and look of the watch, but I'm pretty impressed. They actually put out a pretty decent watch. And this is one you should definitely take a look at. I did have about a week with it, and I think it's a fairly nice, automatic entry-level watch. Now, the watch itself does come in a box, so we'll throw up a video right now. It's a pretty simple box. It comes with a 2-year warranty, so you don't have to worry about any issues like that for 2 years, which is pretty good as most brands only do 1 year now. Now, the watch is crafted of solid 316L stainless steel. It does have a case diameter of 41 millimeters. You're looking at, in terms of thickness, 11.5 millimeters. It does have a pull and push crown, but it does have 100 meters of water resistance, which is very nice. Most watches of this stature, like a kind of dressy watch, not really dressy, but casual dressy, I would say, usually have about 50 meters or 30 meters, but they actually went the mile and put 100 meters of water resistance on this model. And yeah, you can definitely take it in the pool if you want to. No issues there whatsoever, which is very nice. The watch does have a sapphire crystal, which is very nice, as you can see there. Not much glare on this crystal. It is pretty flat, as you can see. And this is the blue dial variant of the Vincero Icon. Getting a little closer in on the dial, let's first take a look at the dial here. You can see we have skeletonized, kind of pointed hands, which kind of gives it a nice look with those polished applied markers. We have a double marker at the 12 to mark the 12. And below you have the applied Vincero logo. Vincero itself is printed, but the logo is applied above. Automatic date cut out above the 6. I think it looks very, it looks very neat. Everything looks in place. Doesn't look really, messy or sloppy, which is good to see. The crown is also a nice size, and this signed with their logo, as you can see there, which is pretty nice. You do get a nice grip on the crown as well when you want to change the date or the hour or minutes. In between the lugs, we're looking at 20 millimeters, which is pretty standard for a 41 millimeter case, so no issues there. It does come on this nice stainless steel 316L stainless steel bracelet, which is actually really nice. I was quite surprised by that. And it also has a quick release bar, so you can just pop it off and throw on a leather strap if you really wanted to. Now, getting a little more into the watch, well, what movement is actually inside this watch? It is the Seiko SNZH55. It's an automatic caliber. A lot of you guys are familiar with. If you're not familiar with it, it's an automatic caliber produced by Seiko. It has about 24 joules, about a 40-hour power reserve when it's fully wound. It does have hacking, and you can hand wind it via the crown to give it some power. And that quickset date is located down at the 6 in that white window, which I think is legible and doesn't really look out of place. Kind of everything matches up nicely with the applied logo and the date and automatic printed in white. So to give it some juice here, it is already running, as you can see. It does beat at 3 hertz, which is 21,600 beats per hour. So you can see, very smooth winding, very easy to grip this crown as well. No crown guards here. You can pull out one position, and you can set the date. No issues there. Final position, you see the seconds hand will halt, and we can hack the watch, so you can precisely set the time. We'll set it to 10:10 so you can get a full clear view of this nice blue dial. 10:10. There we go. Push it back down. Very easy to function. No issues there whatsoever. Now getting to the movement, they actually put an exhibition case back on the watch with their famous saying, "Live your legacy." I'm pretty sure they put the 3 words there. They're 3 famous words. So you can see Veni Vidi Vici. Veni Vidi Vici. And Vincero watch is actually printed or inscribed on the actual rotor of the NH35. Screw down case back for that 100 meters of water resistance as well. I think it looks pretty cool. I like their little logo, Veni Vidi Vici. I think it kind of flows, it kind of goes along with their whole theme and their Vincero kind of Italian style watches. As you can see here, you can swap this bracelet out very easily by just pushing in these two bars here. The bracelet comes right off. No need for a spring bar tool, which is very nice. The clasp itself is a butterfly clasp, what you'd expect on a dress watch usually. It's a pretty decent one. Everything conforms nicely, and yeah, I think it works just fine. This is using pins, this bracelet, but it actually is a very decent bracelet. It has little polished inner sections here, as you can see, and it's mostly brushed, and the brushing is actually pretty good, and it's very flexible as well. It's actually very articulating, if you didn't realize that. And this part folds a little more down. It doesn't completely fold down the end link, but it's enough. Definitely fits nicely on the wrist there. And the finishing on the bracelet definitely matches the finishing on the actual case. The sides of the bracelet are highly polished. Now, getting to the finishing on the case, I was quite surprised. It's actually really good, and has some nice heft, this watch, as well. So the brushing on the sides of the case, as you can see, is very smooth and nice. There are no sharp edges or anything like that. It looks really nice, actually. As you can see, those lugs kind of come inward with some nice polishing. And yeah, overall, the finishing is very good. The bezel itself is highly polished. Nice contrast with that brushed case as well. So yeah, I think they did a pretty good job. Obviously, there's going to be no loom shot today because this is more of a dressy watch. There's no loom on this actual watch. It's not one you're going to, take diving or anything like that. It's more of a dress watch. You can keep it on if you go in the pool because we do have that 100 meters of water resistance. But overall, it looks very well put together. The quality is actually very good. It's definitely on par with a lot of the other brands at this price point of $295, in my opinion. And if you're wondering, this bracelet can definitely fit up to at least an 8.5-inch wrist. But no need to worry. If you like throwing it on a leather band or a rubber band, if you really want to take it swimming, you can do that, easily with a swap of the strap. Pull those things in, and then it pops right off, and you should have no issues. This one is actually running very accurate at about +6 seconds per day. NH35s are very accurate. They don't need service. I think it was the right choice of movement to go with. And yeah, many brands do use this movement from, Seiko, obviously, all the way down to micro brands and all the way in between. But yeah, let's see how it looks on my 6.5-inch wrist, and we'll go from there. On my 6.5-inch wrist, it actually fits just perfectly across. The lug-to-lug width is very nice. Yeah, it's very compact on the wrist. The bracelet actually looks really nice on this watch. We do get solid end links, of course, and it feels very, stable. It feels like a watch that, can be beat around actually a little bit, and it's pretty tough. It feels pretty tough. That's just my opinion there. As you can see, the anti-reflective coating on the sapphire crystal works pretty good, as the light is shining on it right now, and you can get a clear view at that time. But yeah, definitely a very comfortable fit. There's a side profile, as you can see. Yeah, very nice bracelet. So furthermore, guys, what do I actually think of this new Vincero Icon automatic timepiece? I think they did a pretty good job. They're putting out a watch for more of the watch enthusiast. Instead of someone who just wants a watch to wear, like more of a fashion style watch. They have some kind of fashion style quartz watches. Like I said, I have no experience with those watches. I'm only going from this automatic model right here. But from what I can see on this model, they produce a decent watch on their automatic lines. Like I said, I had never experienced any of their other models, so I wouldn't know. But yeah, it's definitely a pretty cool looking watch. It's an everyday dress watch, kind of something you can wear to work. I kind of like that little logo, Veni Vidi Vici. I think that's pretty cool. The bracelet is of good quality. You get a sapphire crystal. The case is very nicely finished as well. You get a decent NH35 movement, sapphire crystal, and they're not charging you an arm and a leg. I think they did a pretty good job on this watch. That's my opinion. But let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below of the Vincero Icon Automatic. I will drop a link to their website so you can check them out. I believe there are some other variants as well. But from my end, everything is very, very good. I think they did a pretty good job on this watch. So yeah, definitely subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Throw the video a like if you enjoyed it, of course. Definitely subscribe to the channel, that big red button. Definitely hit it. Smash that button if you can. We're working our way up to 25,000 subscribers here on Watch Addiction Watch Reviews. A lot of new content coming real soon. Once again, this is Watch Addiction Watch Reviews with the new Vincero Icon Automatic. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.